One goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Palmeiras clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Oh, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Palmeiras! And Palmeiras score first. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
FC Tulsa finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And the shot's on here. Pullet has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
FC Tulsa really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nuno Mendes. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good-looking ball. Thinks about the shot. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Stam did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Davids. Looking for options for movement.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's Ibrahimovic! And there's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
FC Tulsa will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So straight into the second half. And he's got to be disappointed with that. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Fernando Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nuno Mendes. Now this could be a chance. And that pass isn't the best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Taken back almost at once. And he's quick to return it. Mendes scooting forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Davids. No way through. Scholes. Oh, that's a key interception. Hullet. He's in a great position. Messi! Nearly, but not quite.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Zanetti. Well, that looks a decent ball. Real chance! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Palmeiras really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
FC Tulsa with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Serves up a cross. Zanetti getting this one clear. Oh, it's come loose.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Donadoni. Very nicely done.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Tries to get it clear. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Palmeiras really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And Messi! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham clears it away. And it's Xavi. He's having a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. And that's aimed into the middle. Corner number 2 then. FC Tulsa are looking to go forward now. FC Tulsa are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Nice control. And he's in, shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Eto. Marcelo has the space to scheme. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Davids. And here's Hullett, goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found some space. Hullett! Road Hullett! Oh, it's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Shoots! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Turkey restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest...
Chance! He's delivered all right! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Bale really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so...
And that is indeed the final act. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how...
It's Bale! And that's a tiny finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And now he has two. Turkey now in a position far more Bale! Now it's Hullett.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Deftly away. Koundé is always looking to break lines. And he's gone searching crossfield. And this is Hazard. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. They get a throw in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Scholes. Oh, that is a good ball to Phil! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Turkey visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Scholes. Pull it. And this is Messi. He's found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's put paid to the danger. Nice looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Davids. And this is Hullet. Big chance! Superb from Hullet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're back within reach! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
FC Tulsa may be down, but not out just yet. Nesta. 5 minutes to add. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Vieira. Davids. So that's it. It is all over. FC Tulsa, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take...